Welcome guys and gals back to a Knuckle Dragger Garage. Today we got Esther back up on the block here. We got to do a coil packs and spark plugs on this old girl today. So what we're going to wind up having to do is we got to take all this off to get to those coil packs. So once again, this is a $1,500 car. It is a V6, not the 4-cylinder. So it's going to be a little more difficult than the 4-cylinder is, but look, if this gets y'all up and moving and realizes that, hey, I don't need these big nice cars, I can just do these little cheapies and keeping them alive, then yeah, let's do it. Let's get to work. So I'm Kevin, and today we got the other partner in this Knuckle Dragger Garage. We got Zach coming in. I'm gonna introduce y'all to Zach. You might have seen him on another video, you might not have. This is the first one we're actually gonna do together. So this is Zach, he's my son-in-law.
What's up, guys? So I'm Zach. I've only done one video so far by myself, but this channel is kind of be going between both of us. Some a little bit he's working on, what I'm working on, and then obviously some videos like this where we're both working on stuff together. Hopefully we'll get more stuff that we're both working on just to get familiar with both of us. But yeah, we're gonna start digging into this car and see how it goes.
All right, so we're just gonna start tearing it apart. We're learning as we go because we've never done this. I haven't even watched a video on it. I just know that my coil packs are right here and down underneath this thing. So guess what? I know I got to pull all that off to get to it. So we're just going to start. All right, so that takes your air cover off. That's still good. So whenever you're in here, if you're doing this, I would check this and make sure it still looks good. I might buy another one. We do a screwdriver to get a flathead.
So right now, like he said, we have no idea what we're doing. So we're trying to figure out how to get this air box off. So far, it's all been by hand. Super easy to get to the actual air filter. And if you have an air compressor, hose, something like that, you can blow it out if you don't want to go ahead and buy a new one. But if it looks good, then you don't have to buy one. But
yeah, you can just beat on it.
Get this one too.
All right, so this looks. Ooh, nope. Yeah.
There you go.
All right, so just throw that out there. A lot of times these are not very self-explanatory, but this one's pretty easy. You just stick your fingernail on there, pop the red out, and it slides right off. Like I said, a lot of times they're not very self-explanatory, but this time it was. I don't see a screw, but that don't mean there ain't one. Oh,
There we go.
pops. All right. So this thing's stuck in here with these little balls and these little rubber grommets. It just, I guess, pops right on these little. No better way to say it, but balls.
Yep. Pop it right off the balls.
I would say keep track of everything you're doing. Yeah. Let's see what that one does. Spin that a little bit. Can you spin it? Oh, that one you're gonna have to. All right. So I think this pulls straight out, maybe. That should just come out there, huh?
You got paper pliers or something?
Yeah, I'll get a pair of pliers. So this is one of those things that's not very self-explanatory. So there's another way to get it off. So we're just gonna squeeze this little clamp right here with a pair of pliers. Move that up, then we should be able to just slide the hose off at that point. So this is, oh, there it is. So basically all you're doing is grabbing this piece, pulling it to you, and it opens it up. But we didn't know that. I've never messed with it, so that was fun. Little boy's got this zip that off. So I'm guessing the next piece is this guy. So let's get some of these off. So there's that one. There's that one. so this one was pretty self-explanatory. You just push in on this little white button, push in, and it slides right out. And basically what that does is it just kind of opens this up. I thought it was gonna be cooler so I could explain it to y'all, but it wasn't. All right, so I know we're gonna start taking these off. By the way, neither of us are mechanics. Well, that just slid right off. Neither of us are mechanics. I know I didn't take auto shop. I'm not sure if Zach did in high school.
I did not. I wish I did.
But yeah, so neither one of us took auto shop. We just kind of have fun working on cars. And we're tired of spending a buttload of money on vehicles.
And this is how you learn, guys. You just get out there and do it. You can watch all the YouTube videos you want to. And like, we're trying to help as much as we can. But until you go out there and really try to do it, then you're not going to learn. But all right, so all these bolts that we're about to take off are 8mm. So go ahead and start tearing into it.
You can see we're not used to doing it, so because I work on houses on the side, so I got some little things, so I'm gonna see if he wants to switch over to these.
Yeah, but
It might make it a little faster. Alright, screws.
see, they're kind of hanging on in there.
Okay.
See if I can't leave them in there and pick it all in one spot.
About that one. Let's see. She's wiggling. Is that one right here?
Hanging on somewhere. Oh, hang on, y'all. Hang on. Don't go nowhere. Easy there, partner. Tell you what.
Oh. Would it be easier if we took all the other stuff off?
Probably not. I'm trying to keep it all together. Ooh, it's hot. There we go. Now then. Oh, we got more wiggle.
We got
something
one
hung up.
right in here somewhere. Oh. Alright, so that's out of the way, that's out of the way. Nothing else there.
All right, y'all hang on a minute while we try to find this.
So we don't know if we can't find it or why, but you can see like it's hung up like right here somewhere. So we're just gonna start taking off more stuff. Maybe by taking off more stuff, we get to find where it goes. So just a little, when we come back in, we're going to go ahead and lube these up, but try not to tear, do anything to those, because otherwise you got to buy new ones. Glass screws.
Oh, you know what?
What's it?
This is what it's caught on, right here. We gotta take this off.
Okay.
Because look, come over here. Look, that damn pipe is stuck on there.
Oh, yeah, yeah. All right, so we can
Here.
actually just take these little ones off, right?
And bring you in here real quick. So, we didn't think this was connected to anything, right?
8mm?
But if you look down here, that pipe goes all the way to the back of this. So we're gonna take this off to get the whole thing.
Too big.
Yeah, it's the right size. It's just that damn thing over there. Let's see.
Oh, I was shooting for these because it's easier to get to.
Oh yeah, sure is. Yeah, that's 8.
That's 8.
Yeah.
So I gotta find an 8.
They definitely do not give you a whole lot of room, especially these new cars. Patience is key. So, well, there's the next problem. So they're both out. Let's not come off.
They're way too.
There you go. Oh, that's a little J hook in there. It goes in there and it turns that way.
Oh, does it?
Yep.
So we're gonna have to take this old girl off.
Probably so.
All right.
'Cause I can't see how far that J goes in there.
Right. All right. So and that was a 10 millimeter.
Yes. Let's see.
Well, so as we can see, we did not, or as y'all can see, we didn't need to take this thing off. We need to take that thing off, but we wouldn't have found that without taking this off. So if y'all are watching this to try to figure out how to do it, you probably don't need to take this off. You just need to take that off. All right, while he's fighting with that, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on these front ones. That's another good thing. One, it's good to spend family time playing around, like find something you like to do. If it ain't working on cars, find something you like to do together and just do it. So that's one of your coil packs. I am gonna have to look up the gapping because I don't trust the gapping on the spark plugs. So I'm gonna have Zach look up the gapping, and then we're gonna gap our spark plugs to be the right gap. If I had to guess, somebody's tried to do this before, but they didn't. They only did the front 3, maybe, or front 1, because that's a whole. Oh no! All right. So out of these spark plugs, you got them crazy 4-prong ones, and then where's the other one I took out? So super fire, and just a regular 1-pin or 1-prong. I don't really know what that's called. I know that's your electricity goes through there and lights it off, and it keeps your pistons pumping. I know that, but I don't know what those are called. But there's 4 of them on these. These are platinum 4s, and this one's a Bosch. So pretty sure this is Bosch absolutely nothing. Yeah. So there we go. Woo!
Oh Lord. Aha! All right, guys. So we finally got this off. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It's going to be in the back of the driver's side. Those are all 8 millimeters. And you have to take off these 2 bolts, and these are both 10 millimeters. So 2, and then everything else is 8. And this is the side one right here. And this is the gasket that was underneath it. Let's see if I can show this to you. So you always want to make sure, check your gasket whenever you're taking something off. Make sure it's not chipped, frayed, anything like that. Make sure it's not wore down anywhere that's not supposed to. Looks like this one is relatively new, so I'll probably end up keeping this.
It's easier to use.
So, trusty Google says that for the V6 engine, it needs to be 0.048 is the gap on them.
0.048.
Yep.
So that's the 0.020, and just easy math. That's .026, so I just put them together. And that gives me .048 or 46, which is close enough, in my opinion. But let's see if my other one, if I can get a .048 on this one. The rubber grommet, if you don't have that, you can get a little grease and put it in there, and just do it that way. So I'm just gonna get these in hand tight for now, and then we'll figure out what their what gap they came in. Yeah, so .36 is pretty tight. It was. So now that I've stretched out a little bit, we'll go to the .46. Put it in there, and you try to keep it flat because you don't want it like off, and you don't want to tilt it. You want to try to keep it flat on both of these. That way, whenever your gap's right. But I probably get a little off. But the good thing is we're running a little tight anyhow. Now I got all this whole setup from Parts Geek, and that's not me trying to. They were the cheapest ones, the guys I could find for this. I think I was $160 in. I obviously didn't go with the highest quality stuff, but I didn't go with the lowest quality stuff either. So kind of mid quality, but like I said, it's about 160 bucks to do all this. But this helps your fuel mileage. It helps your car run better. I get to get my check engine light off so I can go get it inspected. And I got the ones that are in red just because I like red. I think it's cool. So, and I went with a little bit better spark plug because you can get the cheapies, but then
you end up replace them later anyway.
Yeah, you wind up replace them sooner, and they just don't put off the spark that you're wanting. Basically, whenever you'll feel it where it hits the dead end, and like I'm not putting a whole lot, I'm just a little wrist twist, because otherwise you can get them seized up in there. Basically, you just push these back in, get your screws.
You guys always remember, you have the option to go with red, do it. That means it's a certified race car. And go faster anyway.
And that's a non-pro tip.
Yep.
Yeah, I might not. I'll probably go back to I feel like I tightened that up a little too much. And you just plug these guys back in. Clip. But it's up to y'all. Like I said, I like the red. It was either red or black. I feel like red was more fun. But in the end, it's what you like. If you want all your stuff to look clean and normal, then go with the black one. It doesn't give it any more performance. Like Zach said, it's a certified race car.
It's up to opinion.
Yeah. That's why I said non-pro tip, because neither one of us are pros. We're not mechanics. And so when you're tightening these down, just remember you're tightening up on plastic. It's kind of thick plastic, but don't she-hulk it or hulk it. Just like give it a good little snug tight. And if you go too deep, you just take this and find something hard to hit it. You can hit it down and it'll shrink it back up. There we go. All right, so they're all gapped. I'm gonna start doing some policing of the area. And I say that like I'll start throwing away some stuff. Because there ain't nothing worse than trying to work on a dirty area. So as he's doing this, I'm gonna throw this out here. Like when I got this car, the whole engine bay was really dirty. So I degreased it. I keep my engine bay looking good just in case and clean. So just in case we need to do something like this. Like, yes, my hands are a little dirty, right? But if you've ever worked on a really dirty one, you're dirty up to your elbows, it's everywhere. So like I prefer to have a cleaner engine bay. One, I feel like it makes my alternators and everything else last longer, but I feel like it also makes it easier when I have to come in here and do something like this to keep these older cars running. So he's doing kind of what I did is I got them all hand tight and he's going back and tightening each one of them up. I like to do it that way. I know my brother and my dad, I've seen them do it before, and they make sure one's completely done before they move on to the next one. Like they won't even unplug anything. Like we unplugged everything and we're working through the whole set. Yeah, they do one at a time. So it's spark plug out, spark plug in, and then they make sure everything's hooked up before they move on to the next one. So it just depends on how you want to do it. One, we're videoing it, so we could go back, and this one's pretty stinking easy because these are in the right spots and they didn't leave nowhere, so we know what needs to get hooked up. Unlike a carburetor with a friggin' distributor cap, yeah, you better make sure. So if I'm working with a carburetor with a distributor cap, I'm doing one at a time, just so I don't lose my spot, because those are very particular on where they need to go.
Sparkulators, as one calls it.
Well, that's the spark plug. We already put the sparkulators in. We got a third mechanic. This is my grandson.
Mechanic in the making, if you will.
Hey, Coulter, can you say hi?
Dada.
No.
Dad is not here yet. Who am I?
Papa.
Yeah. So I wound up doing everything because that felt like it got too tight.
Oh yeah.
So I just did it with the
This is very like.
Well, it's got a image stabilization, so it can wiggle, and it doesn't do that much good.
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble.
I see it wobbling.
Well, yeah, but when you watch the video,
I see it in the camera wobbling.
like we'll figure it
I'm
out.
gonna get seasick whenever I freaking video.
If you ever do it.
We do need you to do it.
Caught me there.
Yeah, he's using a wrench or a ratchet.
Okay, bye.
Okay. So see Zoe. Tell Mom we'll be in there in about 10 minutes. No, that's me being very,
Optimistic.
yeah. Hence the knuckle dragger. I couldn't come up with not optimistic. All right, so not too bad. We do have two guys kind of going, and some of the stuff we're doing at the same time. Some of the stuff we're taking time, and we're talking to you guys, right? So I don't think what does the video say we're at? 30 minutes. So ain't too bad for talking and kind of playing around and not knowing what I'm doing and not knowing what we're doing, right? So now it's just time to get back together, and we're just going to reverse the steps, and hopefully it goes on easier than it came off. I will say you might want to really mind all your
Wires and tubes and
wires.
connectors.
Yeah, so whenever we are putting this stuff on here, I want to make sure that this ain't right there and stuff like that, so we can get everything lined up pretty easy. And we might, since this was the last thing we took off, but I'm feeling like that might be the last thing we put back on. I don't know yet. We'll figure that out. You'll see.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there you go. So there's literally one way to go on.
You gotta make sure your gasket fits right in this groove, and then be mindful whenever we put it on that it doesn't come out of the groove either. Oh yeah, there's a little tab too.
Yeah. Come in, look, maybe, yeah. So we're gonna, yeah, so
There it is.
tilt it in, slide it in like that. We're gonna get some of these started. Just you can grab the impact.
Put 8, yeah.
Hoses out, hoses are out, wires are out. Alright. Oh, where's it? Let's see that back up first. Is that one that hooks up to here? There we go. Alright, so got that back on. The screw for that one, I can reach in there.
Which one?
The one for down there.
Oh.
So, what I noticed, you gotta lift up this a little bit. Oh,
Oh, there he goes.
Dropped it on the ground. Hey. You don't have to crawl over that.
Hey, there we go.
It'll stand out a little bit more. But yeah, we're gonna have to pick up on it a little bit. Sweet. Magnet to the rescue. All right, yeah. So that's it. Just lift up just a little bit. That should line up pretty good. Yeah, there we go. That's that one that goes there. Maybe that goes there. And we'll figure out where these two go so we can start tightening stuff up.
So guys, I'm gonna go in the X pattern here, mostly because there is a gasket, so I don't want it to be too tight on one side and not be able to get tight enough on the other side. So kind of like if you know how to take off a tire, same concept. If you don't, let us know and we'll show you how.
I'm pretty sure this car will be back up again. We got some ideas for this car. So this is another thing. We're not good at it. Oh, I got the freaking ratchet in my hand. And I'm asking where the ratchet's at. So yeah, we're not good at paying attention where all our tools are for sure. But yeah, if you're good at that, I have like 8 measuring tapes because I'm always leaving them somewhere. So, all right, moving on to the next thing.
I think I'm gonna try to get those bolts back there before we put that
Yes,
car
yes,
on there.
for sure.
Those two.
Oh, we need to put those other ones on too, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do those after I put this one on.
Oh yeah, that way you can maneuver around.
Yeah.
They're the 8 mils, right?
Yeah, those are 8.
Need a ratchet in this case.
Both are very long-winded. You can tell.
I will give you a shade tree pro tip. And for all you shade tree mechanics, a ratcheting wrench, you don't have to have them, or ratcheting, yeah, there's a wrench.
Yeah.
You don't have to have them, but man, they make life a lot easier, a lot faster. I mean, I'm almost 50 and I'm just now getting ratcheting wrenches, so like, but I would recommend just by not having them for this long. I wish I'd have bought them way earlier because now they cost way more. Here, I'll give it some time.
Hey, get a little run on there.
Yeah, that's not real fun.
No.
There we go. Yeah, just keep trying positions until you find the right one that you get your best stroke, right? So, and yes, you can make a joke out of that one if you want to.
It's no longer just about mechanics of car. Tune in next week for our dad talk.
Right.
All right. Now then, for the 2 bolts that we didn't need to take off, but we did anyway.
And after this, I'll kind of walk you around and show you what tools we actually have and what I pulled out. It'll like just doing this. Basically, I have a little miniature husky box that I do most of my mechanic work on. I have another box that stays in my truck that has ratcheting wrenches in it and some sockets, but I'll go over everything and you don't need to have the Milwaukee tool or whatever, or any kind of impact. It's just
a time saver is all it is.
It's a time saver, and I already have them. I didn't go buy them for this channel. Like I said, I do construction work on the side. I do this on the side. I do real estate on the side. There's a lot of stuff I do on the side, so this is just one of the things I do.
Uh-oh.
Do we drop something?
There goes no. It's the most used tool of the arsenal, is the magnet.
So I will say, I'm gonna throw this out here. So you got this guy. Basically, if you drop something, you can reach down in there and grab it, right? And this magnet also helps out whenever you're either old or you weigh a lot and you don't want to get up and down off the ground, or both.
AKA both of us.
Yeah, so both of these work really good to get, and I mean, you can see those ham hocks he's got for forearms. So like you can imagine trying to get your hand down in there. So these actually help out a lot. And they're super cheap. I think you can get them at like, not Northern Tool, Harbor Freight. You can get them at Harbor Freight for like $1 or something, maybe $3 now. But
I had a guy call me a Coke machine today at work.
That's good in the refrigerator, huh?
Yeah. Better than somebody called me brisket back one time. How's it going?
Fair enough.
All right.
On to the
Now then.
the fuel make it happener, or the electronic fuel make it happener. I think that's 8 millimeters.
Yeah. I think the rest of them should be 8. It's just that those 2 that were 10.
Where is the short extension? Knock it down in here again. I'll look for it if you're doing something.
All right.
Oh. So on the same thing he's talking about, like on this one too, I would make an X out of it. Well, I think we put it on upside down.
Did we?
Yeah, because this goes into that one. Because that sure the hell don't go into that.
That probably goes to that one.
Yeah, so this goes to that one. But that won't even reach. So, yeah, here you go.
All right.
So we did do it upside down. So what I used to do before video, I'd take pictures of stuff before I took it off. And it would help me so I could go back and look. So we had 2 ways we could put this thing on here. And guess what?
We did the wrong way.
Yeah, 50-50 and we lost. So, just for those of you still watching, this goes on with that piece to the inside. But you won't be able to hook everything up if you don't put it on right anyhow. So, alright, now we should be able to plug in. Oh, yep, and then she's plugged in.
Boom.
Alright, so now this one's where the little rubber grommets hit the balls again. There you go.
The balls have landed, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, this guy goes there. Now, so these things are pretty cool. That might be too big, you know. So you can actually use a nut driver on them instead of a flathead. I just want to show that off. Yeah, so you can stick a nut driver on here and still use it, right? So I just use the flathead because that's what I had, and to me it's just as easy. But
All right.
I think we gotta hook up those up too.
So it's a little bit more fun. A little bit more better. Okay, there's that one. Oh, over there.
Well, that's kind of neat. So this has a little gap right here, and it goes right over that, so it kind of lines up for you.
Let's get this over a little hose in there.
Need to get the pliers. I'll do the last one with a nut driver just so you can see that.
The nut driver is probably preferred just because your flathead doesn't slip out every time you try to turn it. So, 24 valve cover, not to be confused with the Dodge.
Yeah.
Even though
It's a
this one
V6, not an inline 6.
Might give it a run for its money though. You know.
I doubt it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Them headlights.
Did you hear those? That's the headlights.
That's the bug zappers.
So thank you for watching. We hope that you get something out of it. If nothing else, just get outside and do something. And just remember, you're all beautifully and wonderfully made.
That's right. Amen, brother.